Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to tonight's FIFA 10 Grand Draw. Now, without further ado, let me introduce the first official adjudicator, Richard Moss. Oakroad's most improved, scrap that, best defender in 2008. Richard, what have you got to say?
Thank you for joining us this evening. It's going to be an intense draw. There's a lot riding on this. 10 professional, skillful players. I'm joined here tonight by Matthew Tuton.
Matthew, welcome. I believe, what is it that you achieved? Was it Oakroad's finest influential?
Well, Des, I've actually achieved everything in the game. I've won it all, from grassroots to the top. I was born to win. Thank you.
Never one to lack a bit of confidence. Matthew there. Richard, would you like to start the draw? Yes, I know everyone's itching to find out what teams they're going to be and who they're going to be having intense rivalries with.
Apparently this is being beamed live to 36 different countries and to 1 billion people.
Yes, including Iraq.
Yes, and on that note, I'd like to hand over to Matt, who's picking the players with the first one.
And the first name out this evening, yours truly, Stephen Lightfoot.
Oh, well, Stephen Lightfoot, Oakroad's player for 2008, I believe. Let's have a look at that. Let's just have a clear. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, right. Steve had to retire from the game after injuring his groin in a freak accident.
Yeah, I mean, it all stemmed from that gooch problem, but we don't want to talk about that too much tonight, do we?
That hamster never was the same. Anyways, he's drawn Bayern Munich.
Bayern. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted, Richard. Thanks for that.
Next player, please.
Bayern Munich.
Excuse me, Stephen. And the next player out, the sexual icon that is Benjamin Dobbs.
Oh, he's ginger. And he's
very sexy.
He is. He's ginger and sexy. And arguably the tournament's favourite. He talks a good game and he likes chocolate Oreos, I believe. Richard,
yeah,
I hope you pick him a Duff team.
I hope so too. I mean, everything's fair here, Steve. Thank you.
Yes. There'll be no fiddling with this draw as far as I'm concerned.
A little known fact about Ben Dobbs is he is actually Alan Ball's nephew.
Really? I always thought there was a relation to Fulham's finest Damien.
Well, it's the ginger hair that gives it away. And he's drawn Barcelona.
Barcelona, well.
Controversial.
Very controversial. I believe he practices with them on the training ground most nights.
Next up, we have
Oakroad's finest, me, Matt Tuton.
Matt Tuton. Already mentioned one of the outstanding players of the game. He's been with many clubs in a glittering career. You've seen him go out with supermodel after supermodel.
One night stand after one night stand.
I've been through them all, Des.
And he's got Chelsea.
Chelsea, well, very controversial. Are you happy with that one, Matt?
Well, some say it's the blue wall. It's going to carry us on to victory.
Yeah.
More silverware on my neck, please. Thank you.
Let's hope he can keep his head. He's the one to get his players sent off.
Well, speaking of keeping the head, this is one person who may not keep the head. Mark Shack Davidson.
Mark Shack Davidson.
Right.
I think we should perhaps mention that he is potentially the underdog of this league. So
yes.
Let's pick him a good team to make it fair.
Yes, renowned for his temper, as Matt said, he managed to pick up 8 red cards in a single season, not surpassed by anyone else in 15 years since that happened. And he's drawn Manchester United.
He'll need a good team, as he's not a very good player. Let's move on with a draw. Next team, Lloyd Bailey. That's not a team, that's a name. Lloyd Bailey.
Lloyd Bailey, the one and only. He'll be rooting for Liverpool, no doubt. An avid fan.
Yes, he will be.
I believe he's got a poster of Torres on his bedroom wall.
Known for his love of hobnobs and Jaffa cakes, he's picked Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, very nice, very tasty. Speaking of tasty, there's been a bit of debate as to whether a chocolate hobnob of the caramel variety is going to appear in the Friday 16th FIFA tour, Matt. What do you think to that?
Well, I think I'll be too busy playing football to be eating hobnobs, so I don't give a...
Yeah, Matt's the winner, and that's all he's bothered about.
Next one, the gaffer, Craig McFadden.
Craig McFadden. Surely this man will be rooting for Hull City.
He will. He may actually be applying for the manager's job at Hull City after he's recently resigned as the Oak Road manager, which is a dark day in the history of the football club.
And rumours arrived that the club may not carry on in what has been quite an outstanding few seasons for the mighty Oak. Richard.
Yeah, and for his swan song, he's got Manchester City.
Oh.
I think he'll be pleased with that. He likes a bit of Tevez and Adebayor. Moving swiftly on, Richard Moss.
Richard Moss. Oh, Richard.
And I picked myself AC Milan.
Oh.
A team with a lot of potential, I feel. I've got a strong team. I'm going to go all the way.
Yeah, Rich, what else would you like to say about AC Milan?
They're a star-studded outfit.
Matt, if you'd like to carry...
I think that name's Ben Stewart.
Ben Stewart.
One of the tallest players ever to grace the world of football.
Yes, definitely. I believe there's only Oldham Athletic left, isn't there, Richard?
Yes, there is, and he's drawn them. Oops, no, it's not. Liverpool.
You will not be happy with that draw.
We've only got 2 players left in 2 teams now.
Are we? I thought we were finished.
The next name out. He's a small one. Yes, he's smaller than me. It's James Wilde.
Standing up tall at 3'7".
And he's drawn what looks like to be Arsenal. James, a bit of an arse himself.
I feel like it's a bit unfair, Richard.
Controversial. James will be terrified of playing the mighty Bayern Munich after recent clashes, saw me crush him.
Well,
carry on, Matt.
Anyways, the final name in the draw is Dad. Rob McFadden, the people's hero.
And it looks like
Excuse me, Dad.
And it looks like there's going to be a massive rivalry between myself and Dad as he's picked Inter Milan. And that concludes tonight's draw.
I hope Daddy doesn't spank you by the end of the night. So, boys, you looking forward to the old clash on Friday the 16th?
Yes, it should be an interesting prospect. At this point, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, EA Sports and Jack Daniels.
And I'd like to thank everyone who's given me a trophy over the years. Yes, I am the best, and I know it. Thank you.
Thank you, sports fans, and good night.